This strategy uses premiums, dividends, and time to compound, not hype. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I call it the ARK option strategy, which is basically an over-engineered wheel strategy. First thing we do is open a cash secured put, and that is us saying we're willing to buy 100 shares of a stock at a price and date we choose, and we actually collect a premium from a silly little options buyer up front. Once that is in place, our collateral to buy those 100 shares is going to be locked up by our brokerage. Like, for example, $10,000, if you're saying you're going to buy, 100 shares of a company that's trading at $100, right? Your $10,000 will be locked up during that duration. However, with certain brokerages, we're able to earn interest that's paid out monthly on that money that is locked up on cash secured put. So not only did we so far already collect a premium, we're collecting the interest on that collateral that's being locked up to potentially buy those 100 shares. Now, if we end up having to buy those 100 shares, because it doesn't always happen, it really just depends on the situation, but all good if we end up having to buy those shares. What we can then do is say we're willing to sell our 100 shares of a stock at a price and date we choose, plus we again collect a premium upfront from those silly little options buyers. Now, not only that, I love to run this ARK option strategy on dividend paying stocks, because not only am I collecting the premium on the covered calls that I'm doing trying to sell my 100 shares at a higher price than what I was assigned them for from right here, I'm also going to be collecting a dividend on those stocks, okay? And then lastly, eventually you will have to sell your 100 shares of your stock, right? Maybe it took a few months to do it, but you collected your premiums monthly, you collected your dividends, and then finally you're going to sell your 100 shares to lock in those gains, and we start right back at the start. I call this the ARK option strategy. I have a bunch of free resources to help you implement this for yourself. Head over to the link in bio if you want to check that out. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to like and follow and drop any questions that you have down below.